All right, time for a Chevrolet Sports at Central update. The Nets suspended, the Nets, not the NBA, the Nets suspended Kyrie Irving at least 5 games, 1 week after he promoted, 1 week, a couple hours after he continued to promote an anti-Semitic documentary on Instagram. He did it in a press conference today. Irving had a second chance to apologize during that presser today. Never got an apology, never disavowed the specifics of the video, never specifically said that the Holocaust existed, etc., etc., etc. Never clarified that he wasn't anti-Semitic. Carrying the Load is presented by the Chevy Silverado. Here is what I believe is the statement we were just made today when given an opportunity in a media session that Kyrie refused to unequivocally say that he has no anti-Semitic beliefs, nor acknowledge specific hateful material in the film. Such failure to disavow anti-Semitism, when given a clear opportunity to do so, is deeply disturbing, is against the values of our organization, and constitutes conduct detrimental to the team. Accordingly, we are of the view that he is currently unfit to be associated with the Brooklyn Nets. Here was Kyrie earlier today, if you want to sample.
I take my responsibility for posting that. Some things that were questionable in there, untrue. Like I said, and the first time you guys asked me when I was sitting on that stage, I don't believe everything that everybody posts. It's a documentary. So I take my responsibility. I didn't mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary. I don't know how the label becomes justified because you guys ask me the same questions over and over again. But this is not going to turn into a spin around cycle of questions upon questions. I told you guys how I felt. I respect all walks of life and embrace all walks of life. That's where I sit.
I think what people want to hear, though, is just a yes or no on that question. Yes or no.
I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from.
All right, let's roll. It's presented by Town Fair Tire. Lou Merloni from WEEI with us. Lou, your reaction?
Well, I watched that whole 6.5-minute interview, I believe. The language in this statement from the Brooklyn Nets, I can't remember seeing such strong language about a player within their own organization, unfit to be associated with the Brooklyn Nets.
And think about that.
Like good for them, because again, the guy had every opportunity. And at the end of that 6.5 minutes, sometimes, Michael, I don't understand. Listen, I'm a simple guy, okay? I don't understand what the hell he's talking about, okay? And I can see the reporters with their mouths open at the end going, wait, so you apologize or no? Like, you know, I don't understand it, but this is just the beginning. I could see Kyrie reading the statement and be like, you know what? You're unfit to be associated with me. And I could see him just walking away. I could see him wanting nothing to do with the Brooklyn Nets because the language is so strong and good for them.
Sometimes, Mike and Lou, the guy speaks in anagrams. He really does. I mean, it's just like all over the place. What exactly are you talking about? And so it shouldn't be that complicated. The NBA gave him a lot of grace. Adam Silver, clearly, the commissioner, who is Jewish, gave him a lot of grace and waited for him. They waited for him, guys, to just say, all right, he'll figure it out. They could have done this a long time ago. They gave him an opportunity, really a weak move from the NBA and Brooklyn, to have a joint statement.
Well, it was set up, correct?
Yeah, joint statement with the ADL, the Brooklyn Nets, Kyrie, $500,000. All you do, hey, Kyrie, you go out there and you clean this up, and we're good. And he made it worse.
Yeah.
He made it worse. And you know what, Mike? What blows my mind? All right, Boston has about 600,000 people, roughly, in Boston proper. You know there are 600,000 Jews in Brooklyn? He did it in Brooklyn. He did it in Brooklyn. That's unbelievable. I mean, talk about, you shouldn't say it anywhere, but read the room, dude. You're in Brooklyn, New York. Are you kidding me?
So this stuff's all easy. He's a world-class a-hole. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm curious about the Players Association. Okay, so the Nets, this guy doesn't represent us, okay? Clear statement. Kyrie Irving is on the executive committee of the Players Association, okay? Along with Jaylen Brown, Grant Williams, and Malcolm Brogdon. Celtics have 3 guys, okay? But these players elected this guy to represent them. So now I want to hear from the players.
Distasteful.
I want to hear from the players. Does this guy represent you? And you don't gotta take his livelihood away, but can I hear from the players now? And to me, that's what I know Kyrie. I got it. Okay, like world-class jerk. does he represent the players?
Yeah, well, I mean, quite frankly, when it comes to a guy like Jalen, finally he got away from the whole Kanye thing. It did take him a few weeks.
Yeah.
You're wondering what the hell was going on there. So, yeah, will he step up now and talk about Kanye? The Players Association's got to back their player, right? Because it's just the way they always do it. It's kind of dirty and filthy. But at the same point, they're gonna defend their player with this 5-game suspension at minimum.
You think
you
so?
have to.
You think so?
I mean, it's just a player. It never feels right.
Yeah.
You got a guy with sexual assaults, and next thing you know, you got to defend the guy.
Yeah.
But it's just what the association has to do.
Yeah, I don't know if they have to do this right now. I mean, the commissioner.
He's on the board.
Can we say it's our duty to defend our fellow union member, but we don't agree with what he said?
They should say that.
Can we at least get that?
Yes.
Yeah, but you should have been able to say this today. He kept talking about this. The one thing I did hear in the press conference, Lou, was he said he's a beacon of light.
Yes, I did hear that.
I'm a beacon of light. So he could have said, if he wanted to, he could have said, I'm a beacon of light. What I was trying to do was bring attention to this issue. However, I went too far. This documentary.
You can't do it.
No, but
he can't do it.
Because he believes what he's talking about.
I was going to say.
He believes it.
And it's either you got it wrong, or you're not apologizing because you believe it.
Okay.
And he keeps talking about how, I'm true and I speak the truth and I stand on my truth. All right, if you stand on your truth, hey, how about answer this question? Do you believe what was in there? And you said, I don't believe everything. Well, what do you believe?
Right.
That's a good part. What do you believe?
But it's just who Kyrie is. If the league comes and says, you need to apologize, you can't tell me what to do.
Right.
And then he brings back into history and everything else. This is what people have done their whole lives. They've just, done whatever everybody wants them. That's not me. I'm this beacon of light. He couldn't do it.